Welcome to season 2 of Bros Beer and Whiskey. I'm your host E, one man,
Chef Watson.
So y'all know the last episode we did blackened salmon, asparagus, beer batted scallops, and what else we had?
Asparagus.
Nah, we did.
Did you ever say asparagus?
I did say asparagus.
Oh, okay.
But look, okay.
Close enough.
Yeah, we know we had the sauce. We had the shrimp.
Yeah, the crab and shrimp sauce.
Yes, with the Sweetwater IPA.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So today, we was thinking of something to come up with, man, and so I thought about something that was quick and easy. And you gotta think about it. This is like it's coming up on New Year's Eve.
Yep.
You know, you can be partying. Even, I mean, you can't really party like that, but people still gonna party. It is.
Try it a little bit at least.
So guess what? The next day, what's the perfect meal, especially for that nice brunch?
Yes, sir.
Come on, son.
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs, yeah.
Now you gotta tell them how we came across and how it inspired us to do this episode.
Okay, so I said steak and eggs, and then he hit me back and was like, "Hey, look, the first thing that comes to mind was Biggie.
Pay homage.
T-bone steaks, cheese, eggs, and Welch's Grape."
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Biggie. So today, man, we're just gonna pay homage to Biggie, man. Cook a nice steak and egg meal, and we're gonna use the good old Ciroc. Shout out to Puffy.
Yes, sir.
So, with that said, Chef Watson, what you got for us, man?
All right, so for today's menu, definitely paying homage to Biggie Smalls, we're gonna do a T-bone steak. Okay. One great thing about T-bone steak, you pretty much get the value of 2 steaks in one. On one side you have the actual fillet, and on the other side you have the shrimp. So I would say for the value, this is probably one of the better steaks to have for the value. And also it doesn't take that long to cook.
Right.
For the eggs, we're just gonna do your basic eggs, and I have a mixture of 4 different cheeses: cheddar, Monterey, and a couple other cheeses I won't name. So it's pretty much that simple, man. It's gonna take you all through the process of actually searing the steak, finishing off in the oven as we normally do. Yeah. We're gonna keep it moving.
For sure. All right, Chef. Cook it up, man. See what you're gonna do, bro. So, what we got here now, bro? What you doing here, man?
All right, so I pretty much separated some garlic. I've seasoned the steaks with salt, pepper, and a little bit of Italian seasoning. Shout out to Nick's of Clinton. They have the best Italian, and they make it homemade. This stuff is great on everything.
Nick's, holla at us.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have some thyme here, and the next step will be searing the steaks.
What's that right there?
It's thyme.
What the hell is thyme?
So thyme is an aromatic herb. Okay, it's used in a lot of Italian dishes.
Okay.
But you probably don't even know it's there.
I wouldn't know. I'd never heard
But
this.
thyme has a very floral smell. It's great on all dishes. I like to, when I'm searing my steaks, I like to use thyme, butter, and garlic, and just kind of baste the steak as we cook it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. So, all right, man. You ready to put these steaks in, man?
Let's get to cooking.
All right, let's go. Hey, welcome back to Bros Beer and Whiskey, aka BBW. Hey, so we just had this delicious meal cooked up by my man Chef Watson here.
You know.
Hey man, give us a little background. The meal you just did here, bro.
All right, so we, like I said, today we kept it pretty basic. T-bone steak. We did the Ciroc steak sauce. I just used whipping cream, a couple of different seasonings, salt and pepper.
Good old Brandy here.
Shout out to Ciroc Brandy. And we did a little bit of sample of cheese eggs, my version of omelet cheese egg.
All right, man, let's hop into it. So, for the first thing, we're gonna get to taste the steak first. So, what I did, you know, my job is pairing around here. That's what I do. So, I paired the IPA again, but it's a citrus IPA. So, if you don't know, and this was Heavy Seas beers, and it's the TropiCannon citrus IPA. So, if you don't know, citrus and IPAs are good with steaks, especially ribeyes. And T-bones, of course. And yeah, so the citrus, and what happens here is also, I didn't want to use pine because I had another beer that had some pine in it, but I didn't want to use it because you use some pine already to cook it.
I used thyme.
Which I just learned what thyme was today.
Yeah. Thyme, rosemary, all that good stuff we used. So,
so and let's dig into the steak, man.
Let's crack into it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's tender too. Cut right into it.
That's where it is.
Yeah, buddy, I can tell. Nice and tender.
Good.
All right, let's see here. Let me see what we're doing here. Shit, yo.
It's on the money.
That sauce?
Yeah.
That's everything right there, you know?
Yes, sir.
Mmm.
Kept it simple.
Mmm. 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 And but we failed to mention, we came up with this meal. We did it in the beginning of the show, the intro, but we came up with this meal, like we said, to represent the late great Biggie, man.
Yes, sir.
T-bone steaks, cheese, eggs, and
Welch's Grape.
And guess what? We didn't forget the Welch's Grape. So,
what do we have here, sir?
So, it's a little thing I came up with. I had a hard time pairing Welch's Grape with any kind of brandy because I wanted to use the Ciroc.
Yeah.
So what we did, we got sparkling Welch's Grape wine with Ciroc Brandy. And it's simple. Just add some ice, about an ounce of Ciroc Brandy, and some Welch's Grape. Sparkling wine, about 2 ounces. Voila, on ice. Good cocktail.
Work. Yes, sir. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
That's perfect.
That is good.
You listen, try that recipe. If you all are drinking brandy, I know it's not too many brandy drinkers out here. As we know, back in the day, we had E and J.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jesus.
Shout out to Spice Adams bringing E and J back. That's hilarious. He's bringing E and J back.
He's bringing E and J back.
Like all the old school players are happy now.
Yes, sir.
You see that as a bomb too, bro.
Yes, sir. Listen, I compare my cheese eggs to the great Waffle House. Seriously. Now, you have Waffle House cheese eggs, you'll love mine.
Yours up there, bro.
Appreciate it, sir.
That's good. So, to keep it in line, since we were talking about Biggie earlier, this is a whole, we paying homage to Biggie today.
One of the greats.
So what's your top 5 Biggie songs, yeah?
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this. I don't have a top 5. The Ready to Die CD.
The whole Ready to Die CD.
The whole Ready. I'm serious because that was one of the first albums that you felt every line, every verse from start to finish. It was almost like
he was
predicting his own death.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole, and then it's like you felt that, like you. So when the news came, yes, I was surprised and shocked about it. But when you go back to the album, he talked about it. And I mean, to me, it's kind of one of those things where, like, did he have a feeling? Did he know something was coming? You know?
It's weird, it was creepy, you know?
Especially when you listen to the album now.
Yeah.
And
then for him to name the second album Life After Death
before
he passed, though.
Yes.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, I think in a combination, those two albums, I don't really have a top song, man. And I'm a huge Biggie fan, and I've always been a hip hop fan. And I'll tell you, one of my first albums, man. The first album, what made me fall in love with hip hop, really, to be honest, was Wu-Tang.
I can see that.
I had growing up in a household where parents were hardcore Christians, into the church. We really couldn't listen to too much hip hop, and so I had to really hide and listen to these things. But
me too.
Because it had like NWA, like we couldn't really. It's just that wasn't flying in our household.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story about Wu-Tang, right? So the first Wu-Tang album was Into the 36 Chambers, right?
Yes, sir.
So my uncle, he knew about Wu-Tang. He knew about that song, Method Man joint. So we went to, shout out to, they only got the joint anymore. We went to Iverson Mall. We went to the Wiz, bro.
Yes, sir.
Went to the Wiz. And the Wiz is where you get everything, dog. Like, if you want to get something, you can get go, get everything from the Wiz.
You can get socks, shoes.
Whatever, dog. Wiz is where it was at. Matter of fact, you go to Iverson Mall, get everything.
Everything.
So we go there, and then my uncle's like, man, look, the first song, we get in the car, I popped the tape in. The first song everybody know was Bring the Mother Rugged. And look, my uncle looked at me like, oh, your mother ain't gonna have that.
He going to explain this one.
He was like, look, man, I'll buy it off you, yeah? So look, I sold that drink to him. So lo and behold, all I did was just make a copy of it.
Pretty much. Yeah, man. I mean, like those one of those, it's just going through my era of childhood, every little thing influences you. Mm-hmm. Whether it's music, whether it's food, culture, and being so young and kind of experience so many things within the genre of music. Like, me and you were both drummers. Mm-hmm. We started off drumming in the church, you know. And one of those things where, you know, everything comes from a beat. Yeah. You know, and I always say, listen, I'm 6'6", 280 pounds, and yes, I love country music.
Oh, no, country music where it's at, son.
So, I think...
You put me on the Tennessee Whiskey, bro.
I did, man. So, and to me, I think whether it's hip-hop, country, you know, soul, gospel, I think it all has a story and a history behind it. And once you learn about those things, it opens up your palette to music.
The funny thing about country music that I love, like the stories within country music.
Yes, sir.
It's so funny, bro. Like, yeah, if you don't know, listen to Johnny Cash, bro.
Yes, sir. Classic.
Yeah,
classic.
Johnny Cash he had a story for you, man.
Yes,
and all his music, bro.
Yes, sir.
But you feel it though.
You feel it. You feel it. You could break up with your girlfriend.
Yes.
She could burn your F-150. I mean,
you can catch your girl cheating.
Turn on country music.
Yes.
Okay? It's going to explain to you why she did it, how she did it, and how to get through it.
Yes.
And it always ends with some type of bottle of Jack Daniels, whiskey, something. You know what I mean?
Beans,
something.
Yeah,
but man, like I say, you know, those are soulful music, and you really wouldn't have hip hop without soul music, man.
Oh no, that goes back to it's all rhythm and blues.
Yes.
It's blues music.
Yes.
And that's all country is. Country is nothing but blues.
That's what it is.
That's all it is.
So now let me ask you a question. We both are hardcore hip hop heads, right?
Yep.
And we love our 90s music. It's who we are.
Facts.
How do you feel about today's new hip hop?
I actually like it, bro.
Okay.
Like, at first, it's not all of it's for me.
Okay.
But I had to understand, like, I tell people all the time, like, they always say, oh, well, these kids tripping and, you know what I'm saying, I can't get with it. Dude, I grew up with a dude named Old Dirty Bastard, bro.
Yes, sir.
And can you imagine, like, at the time, my parents like, Old Dirty Bastard, what in the world?
Right. What kind of name?
Yeah, so if I can grow up with a dude named Old Dirty Bastard, I can definitely listen to a Young Thug.
Yes.
Or 21 Savage.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I mean, dude, our parents, they listen to Parliament.
Yep.
Come on. They was on the stage smoking weed wearing diapers.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. And that was the norm. Yeah, that was the norm.
Right. One thing I want to do, let's taste this IPA and see how it opens up this steak.
I'm like 2 steps ahead.
Oh, my bad, bro. My fault, man.
But it tastes great with the steak, I will say. Mm-hmm. It really it gives you that kind of, you know, that boundary you need between the hoppiness and the citrus.
Yeah, now, whoa, that is, wow.
That's really good.
Yeah, so you know what I wanted to do, because we said, what's a good breakfast beer?
Yep.
And I didn't think about it, like, well, I'm thinking about citrus, and this works.
It is. It works.
No, this is definitely a breakfast beer.
Definitely is.
Yeah, definitely. Like, matter of fact, hey, New Year's Eve is coming. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for New Year's Eve, we do some, steak and eggs, citrus IPA.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and do it, man.
That's the way to do it.
This is definitely a good breakfast beer, bro.
Definitely. And if you can't cook a steak and eggs, holler at your boy. For a small fee, I will take care of your needs.
And he's a personal chef, too.
Yeah, we do all that good stuff. Let's go.
I feel like I should just, like, put some flip-flops on and wear this. I mean, drink this drink, son.
This is definitely a California on the beach.
Yeah.
On a nice, warm, sunny day. This is definitely.
I feel like I just had the top down.
Yes, sir. This is you walking out on Malibu, your beach home, you know, flip-flops on, you know.
Definitely like Sandy to come with this beer.
This beer reminds me of a movie I saw one time. You may know this movie. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Movie classic.
See if you can guess this one. It's a classic. Okay?
Black or white?
No. It's okay. I'll give you the picture of the movie, right? You have a guy laying down with a lady across his lap. California. May have been the 70s. This guy single-handedly brought in something white to California that they haven't been seen before. Think about this movie. This may take him for a loop, you guys. I think because he's the movie guru.
Yeah.
My man got him.
Yo, hold up, I'm blown, yeah, because I know movies, bro. Yeah.
Has to do with white. Got him. I'm serious. 70s to 80s. And listen, you all, he is a movie junkie, right?
Yeah.
So this, damn, I got him.
It's a white movie? Black movie?
It's a white movie.
White movie?
Mm-hmm. And they're starring a big dude who played in the football movie. Remember the Titans. He was like a giant. That was his. Oh, here it is. The famous Wee Herman played in this movie.
Outside of Boston George.
It took him a minute. It took him a minute.
It took him blow.
It took him a minute. But tell me this doesn't remind you of Blow Night. Now listen, I am not advocating blow at all, right? But if you ever saw this movie and drunk this beer, it reminds you of those days.
It definitely does, yeah.
Doesn't it? No, yeah, man. It took you a little while.
It definitely did. I thought about it, but when you said Wee Herman, I was like, all right, I got it, yeah. Boston George, son.
Wee Herman was the man in that movie.
Yeah, man.
He was the plug.
He definitely was a plug. Cause he's the one who had to get all the dope balls.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Cause he had to buy it from him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So once again, that brings it right back to hip hop, though.
Yeah.
Like those are classic movies. Yes.
Probably.
And when I tell you this is all in combination with hip hop, man, it's who we are as a culture, man.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, shout out to all the young rising hip hop stars, man. Like I was one of those guys who said, I don't know how I'm gonna get with this.
Yeah.
It was different, but as I started listening more, got something.
You know who I'm a fan of now, bro? I don't count Griselda for us. I like Griselda.
Okay.
But they remind me of old school hip hop. They just dope, no matter what it is. But yo, I'm a 21 Savage fan now,
I am
bro.
too,
His
bro.
new album, that new journey out of Metro Boomin.
I am too.
Yo.
I am too. So 21, I definitely like 21.
Yeah.
Young Dolph.
I
like Young Dolph. I'm trying to get. I know the whole Chicago hip hop movement is the New South movement. Mm-hmm. I think when we were coming up, Little John, that was the New South. Yeah. That was something different from us.
Like that drill music now.
Even I went to school in California, and I was in the Oakland area. And during my time, it was a hyphy.
Hyphy joint.
Yeah, Keep the Sneak. I mean,
Yeah, but dude, I know
E40.
Dude, they fool with rapping for Tay down there. Heavy. And to me, that was, man, like to experience that, if you never experienced the hyphy movement in Oakland, I mean, from cars, I mean, it was a show every single night. And it took me a little while to get used to that music, but man, once you got on, it was almost like, it was different for me. We gotta think about it. We grew up on go-go.
Yeah.
So it was hard for us to get outside. But only reason what got me outside of go-go was my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Al, man.
Al was the man.
Yeah,
Al was the man.
Yeah, Al and my Uncle Dane, man. They got me out of, just straight out of go-go. And then my father, too. My father listened to everything.
Everything,
so
yep.
It didn't matter, man. That's how I got into rock music with my father. Shout out to Nirvana.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, my father got me to all that. But one thing, man, what was your, I think the time that I kind of fell in love with hip hop had to be the symphony, bro.
Yeah.
When I first heard the symphony, I was like, "What? I don't know what this is."
So
and the line
yeah.
that got me, of course, was Big Daddy Kane.
Yes, sir.
Put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. I like, nigga, what?
let me rewind this back. I mean, yeah, but once again, man, and so you know exactly where you were.
Yep.
At that time when you heard that line. And that's what's scary about it, man. And that's what I say, it's really about culturally us. This is who we are culturally, man. I can tell you exactly where I were when I heard certain things, man. And
Dude, whenever I hear Thug Motivation 101, it take me back to 2006, bro.
Yes, sir.
Graduating from college.
Yes,
I remember, dog, when JayZ came out with Thug Motivation 101, bro.
I had 212s in the trunk. That thing hit so hard.
Yeah.
Man. Classic.
Come on, man, dog. You was ripping and running, you know what I'm saying? You just out there doing whatever. I mean, we not early 20s too.
Yeah,
yeah. Bro, it was...
That was a beautiful time, man.
Beautiful time, bro.
So let me ask you a question. Who's your top 5 of all time? You don't have to put it in no order. Just give me your top 5.
My top 5? Jay, of course. Mm-hmm. Jay, it's tough.
I know.
Cause yeah, all right. So, like, I love fucking Currency, bro. Like, yo, to me, Currency just does no wrong. I'm sorry.
But is Currency in your top 5?
It's hard because it's my top 5. Like what I listen to.
Correct. That's all. So listen, don't judge us on our top 5.
Yeah.
This is solely on who we listen to.
Right.
So give me. So we got Jay, Currency.
Yeah. Cause what I'm gonna just play what I currently listen to.
Okay.
So right now I might exclude Jay. Jay is Jay. Like I ain't even play Currency. So what I listen to now, Currency. I'm big on Freddie Gibbs right now.
Okay.
All the Griselda, Conway, all of them. I wrote them all up in one.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know if people know, but it's a dude named Stove God Cooks. Whew.
Yep.
He gets rotation in that joint. And anything Alchemist puts together.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm listening to right now.
Now he's saying that's his top 5 rotation.
Rotation right now, yeah. 21 Savage, yeah, that's my rotation right now, bro.
Now I'm gonna tell you my top 5, right? And in no order.
Devin the Dude in there.
Say less.
I knew it was. I knew Devin.
So that was the first. I was gonna name him first. So, so we got Devin, right? We definitely got Big.
Nah, and to me, Devin's my JayZ.
Pretty much. If you're from the DMV area, you know who the dude is. He comes here all the time because he knows we listen. We go word for word with his songs. Okay. I'm gonna go 3. Nas.
Yeah.
Okay. 4. That's tough. I don't want to sound cliche. Okay, I'm not. Okay, Tupac was different for me. He was definitely a poet, but I wouldn't put him in my top. Maybe my top 6. I put Pac in there.
I'm the only person who have Pac in my top 5.
I may be that second person. I don't, and it had nothing to do with the Biggie and Pac. It was just his style was so different. He was more of he was a poet to me.
Yeah, it was straightforward.
If anything, he was a poet. I don't know, man. I 3-6, man. I'm sorry.
Yo, all right.
I'm sorry. 3-6.
All right, so we talking about that. We talking about this. They doing the verses, right?
Okay.
Yo. Yeah, whoever versus Juicy J in the verses, they got a hard night, bro.
He slept.
You got a tough night, man. You know. He slept on. And I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
they got a tough night, bro.
He slept on.
Slept on. Slept crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
And I'm gonna say this, man, because I've always been in support of our DC, Maryland, Virginia artists. Shout out to Shock Lizzie, Wale, Fat Trail.
Yeah, shout out Fat Trail.
Who else we got that's coming from the area? What was the cat name that he moved to like London?
Talking about Tabby Bonet.
Tabby Bonet, man.
He had that one song.
He had that one song, man. But you know, definitely coming from this area. Rap was it was something unheard of when it came to local artists.
Yeah, like I think the biggest mainstream artist we had at the time was like, what was the chick, Nocturnal?
Yeah.
I think what's the name, he had like back in the day, that was my Drake though. DC Scorpio.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think, man, like, who, besides Wale, I think who we had that was like really, really mainstream.
I really can't. We didn't really have, because for some reason rap just wasn't. Yeah. It just wasn't, because Go-Go was such a huge deal.
Yeah.
And it still is. Shout out to all Backyard Band, the good JY, all those good bands, man. Shout out to them. Yeah, but Groovers was our time. Yeah. Groovers definitely. We
used to have debates on who was better, Groovers or Back.
Or Back, yeah.
Then it was JY or Back.
Yeah.
One thing that was always common, Back was always in the conversation.
Back was always
so
in.
So with that said,
I'm
gonna rap with Back.
I'm gonna have to as well, man. Yeah, man.
They beat everybody with longevity.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So.
No. Hey, man. Hey, this was a good episode, bro.
Yes, sir. It definitely was, man.
Hey, as y'all know, Rosewell with you. My man, Chef Watson, man. We be coming every Friday, man. Check us out, man. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to it all, man. Get it. Follow us. We coming up with more good content, man. And look, who knows, we can take the show on the road. We're going to do all great stuff, man.
Shout out to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We'll definitely be having more videos coming. Just cooking tutorials. If you want to learn what we cooked today and how you cooked, I'll be giving a long tutorial with more in depth on how you can do this as an everyday meal for your family. On YouTube, it's Soul Cooking with the Watsons. On IG, is Cooking with the Watsons. And also, got to give a special shout out to my sister-in-law, Manali Watson. Please check her out. Her IG page is _ at Hair By Mae. Definitely check her out. Hair By Mae. She does the bundles, the homemade. I mean, she's official with it.
Y'all know
check her out.
We know y'all be wanting it. Y'all be needing it.
We know y'all need it. Go holler at her. And tell her if the BBW show, OT show, Cooking with the Watsons, she'll give you a discount, 10% off. Check her out.
And we're going to tag her. We're going to have her stuff tagged in the show notes, too. So you can go look her up from there, too.
Shout out.
Hey, did she do men's kick? Because I think I might
listen,
try to give me something.
I asked her, right? And she was like, no. To have a U part, you at least need U hair somewhere.
Man. I was trying to give you some straight back, son.
Yeah,
I was going straight Pusha T style, son.
Our time is over.
Man, it's a wrap, son. Hey, with that said, this is another episode of BBW, man. Hey, well, I said, I'm about to mess with my own drink. But that, hey, man, what was that?
Blame it on the beer.
Yeah, man. But nah, this is another episode of Bros Been Whiskey, aka BBW. I'm your host, Eve, my man, Chef Watson, man. Y'all be safe, man. Happy New Year and all that good stuff, too, man.